Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Weather for Weather Geeks time. We got a lot to talk about this evening. A little review of today and a preview of the rest of the week, next week, and even beyond that. So let's get right to it. Today's severe weather threat never really materialized locally. Just to our south and east it did, but this was an underachiever here locally, but it did produce some decent amounts of rain for some, particularly south of 224, East Palestine, about 3/4 of an inch. Guilford Lake, Lisbon area did pretty well. Kind of that, Lisbon to Salem and Columbiana, and then over to East Palestine. That corridor was the wettest across the region today. In Boardman, about 1/10 of an inch, and a little more than that in downtown Youngstown. When I recorded this Weather Geeks video at 8:07, the radar showed just a little bit of rain here and there. I walked the dog on my dinner break and got a little damp. Nothing all that heavy in Boardman, but a couple of showers around. But boy, is it a whole different story out to the east. A big old line of storms now moving through central PA. This caused havoc earlier on around Pittsburgh, and now some severe thunderstorm warnings down across the mountains of south central PA, and then up towards the State College area, right around Penn State University. Nasty bow echo here with straight line wind damage, a distinct possibility, although there's not a ton of thunder and lightning left with this. So the severe weather threat materialized today once the main area kind of got just to our south and east, kind of like this. So it was a near miss, but a miss nonetheless. And of course, we got some needed rain and no severe weather, so it turned out pretty good. A lot of wind damage in Pennsylvania, though. It hit Pittsburgh right around rush hour, and then along Route 22 and other major thoroughfares around western and west central PA. A lot of problems with wind damage earlier on. Well, before our showers hit today, it got toasty. It was muggy. 87 this afternoon. Heat index values were up to 90 or so, but there was a nice breeze today. We had some gusts at the airport up to 35 miles per hour or so, so the breeze helped out a little bit, making it feel a little bit more tolerable than the air and the humidity. All right, what about the rest of the night tonight? I think, again, just kind of like we have right now on the radar, there could be a touch of rain here and there, a sprinkle, a shower. No big deal. There's a chance a little bit of light rain tries to sneak back in before the night is through, but again, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's a big deal. Some forecast challenges tomorrow. What happens to this rain that's, by 9 or 10 in the morning across southern Ohio? Does this try to sneak back up? And if so, what does that do for our forecast? Well, this is still not a real easy forecast. A lot of model shenanigans going on here, but if we do get some showers that come in early in the afternoon, our high of 82 tomorrow might be in some trouble. It might stay in the upper 70s. But I'm not sure if these showers indeed make it in like this model suggests. So we've got a 30% chance in our forecast. I'll, of course, review things before the late news tonight. Might have to increase the rain chance, decrease the temperature a little bit. But nonetheless, not exactly a bright and sunny Wednesday coming up for tomorrow. Again, a low chance of rain on Thursday with a weak little trough of low pressure and a cold front moving through New England. This might spark a quick shower, a thunder shower, right around midday here on Thursday. Friday, again, I've got a 20% chance in there. You could probably draw a boundary hanging out in here if you wanted to get technical. Might just be enough to cause something stray on Friday. Again, most of Friday should be just fine. And it's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and it's going to stay that way into the upcoming weekend. Speaking of the weekend, Saturday is your pick day. While there's a small chance of a pop-up storm in the afternoon, most of Saturday will be just fine. It's Sunday. This is Sunday's Sunday's map on the GFS model, showing a cold front right here, warm front out here. We're firmly in the warm sector Sunday, and this could be a strong to severe thunderstorm setup if the timing is right, and certainly it's the wetter half of the weekend coming up on Sunday. That's the price we have to pay, though, to get to the much nicer weather coming our way next week. Check out the 8 to 14 day outlook. When's the last time I showed an extended outlook with this much blue on it across the country? But this looks to be, reality. Starting early next week, about a week from right now, it's not going to be cold, but it is going to be below average for at least some of the time in that 8 to 14 day stretch. The biggest departures from average may be in places like Oklahoma City and Dodge City and Kansas City, maybe Little Rock, but around here, expecting a lot of days, I think, with highs in the 70s. Be very pleasant in this 8 to 14 day stretch. And boy, do we deserve it. August has been hot. It's been a hot summer. This stretch, how long does it last? And it's interesting. A lot of the modeling is showing that this more comfortable temperature regime could be around for a while. This is the 15 to 25 day outlook on the latest climate model. Now, you take these things with a grain of salt as you get out farther in time, but pretty consistent signal here, and this would include the Canfield Fair. It would include Labor Day. If this comes to fruition, maybe it won't be that hot in the WFMJ tent at the Canfield Fair this year. I certainly hope so. But it is interesting what the models are showing, that once the pattern changes next week, it might be locked in for a couple of weeks. It might be until past Labor Day that we start to turn consistently warm again. So meteorological summer may end on kind of a whimper after a pretty hot summer, and certainly a hot August. So more updates on that, of course, as we get closer. And I'll see you tonight, hopefully, if you're up late, on 21 News. We go on the air right around midnight after the Olympics. More weather for Weather Geeks coming your way right here, Wednesday evening. First edition online by about 8:30.